Hey my dudes and my chicks, and neither if those rules don't apply with and if those rules don't apply to you, today I'm going to be popping the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Did you see the dramatic shift in the lighting? That shadow must be the veil of deception that Morphe and Jaclyn Hill cast over every fucking thing they touch. Palette's Cherry. And so if you guys want to watch me steal this palette's virtue, then just keep watching. Okay, so I actually had to look at this palette before I sat down to film so I could like get my composure so I didn't basically bust while I was still dry humping it. So I'm going to start, I decided to just use my Jaclyn Hill brushes. So basically they're all Morphe, JH, whatever. So this is the, I'm going to start with my JH 40, and I'm going to go into the color Stay True. I considered starting with my transition and then going down, but well, that's blending just fine. Not having any issues with it. I'm being a little bit ginger with it because, God, what is wrong with my voice? Because I'm in a hurry and I have to go to school and I only have like 20 minutes to do this look. But it's cool. It's the proof that you can do these looks in 20 minutes if you need to. Okay, so actually I'm going to stop right there because I don't have time to keep going. Okay, I'm going to use the JH32 and I'm going to go into the color Lolly Mama. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use only these brushes, you guys. And I'm just going to kind of concentrate this more in the inner corner because I kind of left that blank for a reason. This brush isn't exactly small enough to do what I really want it to do. So I will tell you guys that this palette gives me the exact same feel as the Norvina Mini Volume 1 that I just got. But I think that it is a lot similar to that on a part of the palette. But then there's another part of the palette that's nothing like that. And I considered going in and using a transition shade and going from the transition shade down. But I just, I don't know, maybe I'll do that later. But this right here gives me the Norvina feel. And I kind of think I mentioned this on here before that, you know, Angelica Nyqvist. Nyqvist. I don't know. I was under the impression that you pronounced her name Nyqvist, but I heard somebody else pronounce it Nyqvist, and she's actually friends with her, so perhaps it's possible that I'm wrong. Alright, stop telling jokes. Anyways, she predicted that there would be a lot of red and purple and pink palettes this year, and we're already like well into that. So I'm going to go into Positivity with my JH30. Pretty. And I'm just really light-handedly, like barely sweeping this on here, like barely touching my skin. I was going to go in with the transition shade Love Handles, but I don't know. I really like this, and I think if I do anything stupid, it's going to fuck it up. I'm going to use my JH33, and I'm going to go back into Stay True with this brush and kind of just lightly give it a little tappy. put that color back so I can not lose it. Man, there's so many things you can do with this palette. This is a fucking great palette. Everybody's pissed at Jaclyn Hill. So they're like, all the YouTubers are like, fuck her. I'm not buying that palette. Oh, another Morphe palette. Warm tone browns. Look at all the neutrals. Blah, blah, blah. Just talking all this shit. I took one look at this palette and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting that fucking palette. Yeah. All morals and sense go out the window. I don't really have any beef with Jaclyn Hill, honestly. I think that's a thing that you'll find with recovering addicts. Like, when they first get into recovery, they're super judgy. But then, like, once they stay clean for a little while, there's really nothing Jaclyn could ever do that I haven't seen people do to their very best friends. I still have a lot of yets. You know, things that I haven't done yet while I was using, which is nice. If I don't get high again, I don't have to fucking go there. But regardless, Jaclyn Hill, she's like fucking cream puff. Oh man, I love that. That looks so fucking pretty. Okay, so what next? I'm going to maybe go back in with my JH32 with no additional product and just kind of blend that out again. This had that colored Lolly Mama. It sounds like the Dalai Lama, but it's actually like the name of her dog, I think, or some shit. That's another thing, is everybody, like, a lot of people that I've seen watch, oh, you know what, so I'm going to go into JH43, into the color Stay True, and just place that on my lash line. I don't like it when people are like, I don't know why this isn't blending, I'm having problems with this color, and then they're like, I didn't watch her launch video. I just feel like sometimes there's like little things that the influencer will tell you to watch out for, or like how to do it, or like a technique to use. And if you didn't watch the launch and you're having fucking problems, you shouldn't post a video because you don't really know what you're talking about. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you shouldn't have to, I'm going into Dalai Lama with my JH39. Maybe you shouldn't have to do special techniques to finesse a color in. Like, that's kind of, I think that's the general. You shouldn't have to use certain primers to make colors work. You shouldn't have to use different techniques or whatever. Oh, maybe that's true. Maybe it's true for some and not for others. That's probably what's actually accurate. It's all about preference. But I'm going to tell you right now, I like saw this palette and was like, got a 6-foot boner with the Jaclyn Hill palette sitting on the top of it. I guess I'll use this big ass brush to add the color positivity and blend this out. So I'm going into my NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to apply this with my JH42. This isn't the best brush for me. Ooh, no. And then I'm going to use my JH41, and I'm going to go into the color A Moment. Oh man, I'm excited. Fucking pretty. This color is bomb. And then on the other side of that same brush, I'm going to go into the color Flawed and Odd. It's like this orange shimmer shade. And I'm going to put that on the inner portion and drag it up. Oh man, that's so good. And then I'm just going to keep flipping it back and forth to kind of blend those two colors together. I'm just going to dip a little bit more into that color Flawed and Odd so that I can blend this. And then it back into the color A Moment. God, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my voice. And then with my JH40, I'm going to blend that outer V and kind of just bring it down. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye, probably off camera or edit it out. I'm not going to do it off camera, but I'm just going to take it out. All right, I'm going in with my JH39. Just dragging the color Flawed and Odd. And then my Morphe JH30, my favorite brush. All right, so I'm going to use the JH39, and I'm going to use the color I'm In It, because this color is supposed to be like some kind of like pinky shifty duochrome that's like super badass. And I'm actually going to spray my brush so that we're not disappointed. There actually isn't a brush in this set that is like ideal inner corner highlight brush for me. But I'm going to use my JH42. I was going to say on the side that doesn't have glue on it, but that side doesn't exist. And I'm going to dip into that color I'm In It, and I'm going to use that as my brown bone highlight. So I feel like I want more. I want this orange to be shinier. So I'm gonna grab some more and spray my brush. Always spray your brush if you're not getting what the payoff you want. Always. Some people don't like to do that, but it's a trick that you can use to make your shadows look better. Why wouldn't you do it? Because people like to bitch. Well, and I guess too, the other thing is that there's a lot of shadows that you don't have to do that too. So like if you have those shadows, that's great. But I mean, I have a lot of shadows that you don't have to do that too, but I have a lot of shadows that you do have to do it too as well. So okay, back in with the Morphe or the JH whatever, this little pencil brush that's like the M506. And I'm just going to blend. And actually, I'm going to dip back into the color Stay True so I can get that dimension. And I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Taking the color I'm In It, and I'm going to put that with my little tiny pencil brush. Just on the highest point of my lid, kind of in both the orange and that deep like purpley pink color. Now, bitch, I'm going to use whichever coral in my Makeup Forever on my waterline. I'm going to do my lashes, put on some lipstick, and I'll be back with the finished look after I start my car. Okay, so this is the final look. I am in love with it, but I need to tell you guys, I was looking super flat. It looked really flat to me, and so I actually went back in with the color Stay True, and I just packed that in my outer V and then ran it along the top edge of, you know, my shimmer with the JH whatever it is that's like the Morphe M506. So I just really packed that color on and then packed it along my lower lash line. I used my Makeup Forever in whichever coral, and then I used my Lime Crime Velveteen Matte in Beat It on my lips, and I haven't put anything. I'm probably going to put some shimmer on my lips, and it's probably going to be that color I'm In It. This pinkish I'm In It, that pink shift. This pink duochrome like shift. Anyways, I love this look. I love this palette. This is going to be so much fun to play with. I can't wait to get my dick in these reds. The oranges, this orange right here, the yellow I've heard is like super bomb. And right now I feel like I look super vampy and totally hot. So anyways, well, my hair could use some work, but whatever. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can know each time I post. You guys could have been anywhere, but you were here with me, and I appreciate you. Bye.